within the shallow end of business, you need education. I'll explain to you. Because there's
Okay.
so many people within the same influence of business, and people end up using their education to rise. You
Yeah.
understand?
Yeah.
But now the trick is that in Zim, of course, we've got many people who are sitting at home with degrees. Yeah. And these people are not, doing anything. Why? It's because first of all, they're trying to start business within the shallow end,
Uh-huh.
which is overcrowded.
Uh-huh.
You see. So now then what happens is that when you try and start a business within the shallow end, you have to play to the tune of those who were there before you.
Okay.
You see.
Yeah.
So you don't find sharks in the shallow end. You see, you find in Zim we call them matemba. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah, I
In
know.
Zim, that's yeah. That's where you find such in the shallow end. So of
But
course
but
I think
but here's my question before we move forward. Sorry.
yeah no
Don't you
go
have
ahead.
to study in the shallow waters before you get into the deep waters? Don't you
Okay.
have to grow yourself into a shark? You have to start as a matemba in the way you put it, as a small fish. But then
Yeah
as a small fish, you're eating other fish in those shallow waters, and
uh,
you're feeding on other things and other
uh,
information
uh, uh,
around you till you
uh,
get to the deep waters. So
okay.
isn't it a process, or there's a process where you can just like, okay, I'm not for the shallow waters. I'm just gonna go straight into the deep waters. So can you
Okay.
explain more on that?
That's a good question. If you look at Zim, the shallow waters are full.
Yeah.
So if you have to start with the shallow waters, you probably take longer to reach where you actually want to get. You see,
Okay. Yeah.
because right, and for those that do is it marine biology? Yeah,
Yeah. You should.
this is business. They
Yeah.
say that when there's too many fish within the same tank,
Hmm.
they can actually die because there's not enough oxygen to supply the demand of that oxygen within the same tank. You
Yeah.
see, so now in Zimbabwe there's too many entrepreneurs within the same tank, the same
Yes.
market. So the amount of floating funds in that market cannot sustain everyone to get a profit.